Hello and welcome to a look at a couple of things in DCS. I've decided to do a few videos on Falling Cliffs 3 module, which when on sale is only around £20. It's about $25. The sales every couple of months, so it's not like they have a sale and then 12 months later have another one. They have them every few months, and it's a perfect way to start looking into playing this game, or simulator as it's known. What I've done is I've set up a little mission. It only took me a short while to do. That's the thing about the mission edges, so once you got your head around it a little bit, it's dead straightforward. So we're going to take out the A10a, which is one of the aircraft that you get in this module. It's a perfect way of getting into this game, as I said, because the controls of the aircraft are relatively straightforward. They're not what they call high fidelity, so you don't get as much access to the systems on the plane as you would normally, but you have key presses which effectively do the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the A10. We're going to fly with a wingman or wing person up to an area where there are some tanks. We're going to fire at them, and you can have a look at the A10a. If you purchase the A10a on its own, which you can do, it's not expensive, but it's certainly more expensive to buy them separately than they are within this module. And of course this module comes with some campaigns and missions. So we're starting off inside the cockpit and we're ready to take off. My wingman is there waiting, so we will spool up and we will take off. Even though they say we're unable to clear, we are going to go anyway. I'm just hoping we're going to be able to get enough speed up on this rather narrow runway. I'm not going to hold position because we need to get up in the air. The reason why he's saying that is because there's some helicopters wanting to land a short distance away. Okay, let's try and get up off the ground before the end of the runway. Okay. That's just the wheels coming up. Okay, now I'm hoping my wingman will come with me, but probably won't if the ATC is telling him. Let's just turn around. See if he's coming. If not, we'll go on our own. This is a Syria map, which you can see. Quite pleasant. Now this mission is based very, very loosely on a genuine A10 mission during the Gulf War, where two pilots took off and essentially decimated a column of tanks, which we intend to try and do ourselves, but we'll see what happens. Now I've got a feeling he's going to sit on the runway. Yes, he is. Okay, that's something I need to change. Mr. Wingman. There's a KH-64 Apache landing. Okay, so we are going to carry on and do our mission. If he wants to, he can join us. Okay. We're going to climb to about 2,000 feet and then we're going to level off. And we are going to fly this way. The mission requires us to hit a column of tanks who are coming into the area essentially to take a resource which I've decided will be that lake. So that's the column of tanks there. That's probably about 20 or 30. Okay, so we are cheating a little bit, just 64 degrees. We will turn 64 degrees. Just need to trim the aircraft a bit. Okay, so this shows our waypoints. I'm heading towards waypoint 2 currently. But we generally want to go in that direction. What I'm going to do is I will turn on the Maverick missile first of all, which is that one there, just under the wing next to the rocket pod on the inside. Have a quick look around the cockpit. We now that I've put a mod on, which some wonderful person did a couple of weeks, well, released a couple of weeks ago, allowing the FC3 modules for some of the things to be interactive using the mouse. So if you don't have the mod, I mean, it's a very small mod, but it does wonders for the playability, because it allows you to click some buttons. So like for instance, that's the battery button. You can click some others. Throttle, I've got on a throttle setup. That's obviously controlled by my joystick. This is the engine management side of it. This is the ILS. I've got to turn now. I'm going to the next waypoint. Which, while I'm talking, I'm not going to bother with. I'm just going to go straight towards the enemy. The A10a is basically an earlier version of the aircraft. The full module that we can buy on DCS, if on sale, I think it's around £40, which is the more modern A10C2. So obviously there are some differences, essentially the same aircraft, but systems are more complex, I would say, and also obviously the module is more interactive and looks a bit prettier. But this is, as I say, a great way to start with this module. Okay, what you'll see here is you'll see the waypoint marker there. We are quite high. We're going to reduce the height somewhat. I did set it to 2,000 feet, but I'll probably go to about 3,000. Nice clear day. As you can see there, we're heading towards waypoint 3. That will then take us near to the target. They're travelling down the road, so we need to find them. And what we'll do shortly, we've got another 14 miles. This gives you waypoint details, so that's 14 miles to the next waypoint. trim's a little bit out on this aircraft, I think. And the difference is these aircraft are a little bit easier and a little bit simpler to fly than the full modules, but you get not only the A10a, this beautiful looking thing, you'll get the F16, sorry, the F15, you'll get the SU27, SU33, which is the SU27 with the ability to take off from aircraft carriers. Then you have the MiG-29, which is a wonderful little module, and the Chinese variants of the SU33. You also get campaigns and missions to complete, so it's a great module. I think it's quite good value for money. It gives you hours of flight time, and obviously you've got full access to the mission editor. But on the Caucasus map, so not the Syria map. The Syria map is a separate module. The reason why I've done this is because it feels a bit more at home for the A10. Right, so we will shortly, we've got another 5 miles to waypoint 3. Nice of my wingman to join me. Right. Let's see where we are. Okay, so you want to go that way. Come on, Mr. Wingman. Okay. So, as I say, I'm thinking of doing something in the F15 and the MiG-29 and the SU-27 and 33, just to see what's going on with the SC3 planes. It might be something you're interested in. I don't know, but if you're unsure at all, it certainly is a good buy. And before you, I think, before you buy another plane, I mean, what I did was I purchased an SU33 as a single module. I think that cost me about £7. And I flew that for a little bit, and then jumped into the FC3 set of planes that you get. Obviously the SU33 comes in this module, so it was exactly the same. It was just I didn't want to spend out any money really until I decided whether it was worth it, because my machine may not have run the game for one, so I thought I'd give it a go, see if it works. Okay, so we're essentially running along towards them. We have 27 miles at 66 degrees. So what we'll do is we can do a number of different things. Obviously east is 90. So we head more towards north, 66 degrees. It's going to be around there. That waypoint, if we switch that waypoint to the next one, which should be 4. There it is. That's how far we've got to go, and that is 22 miles away. And that's right on their doorstep, so we'll head towards that. That's roughly where they are. Certainly on the other planes, what you can do is you can turn on the your weapons module, and in the other planes, that's not necessarily this one, you can lock your weapons to that waypoint. So you'd normally have like a waypoint on the target, but anyway, we know it's roughly in that location, so what we'll do is we'll roughly there, we'll just set and lock it there. All of these, as I say, this is talking to somebody who's maybe looking at this, wondering whether to buy DCS. What you basically do is, if you want to go into the controls, if you're single player, certainly multiplayer you don't freeze the game, but in single player it freezes the game. You can go into the controls there, and there's a list of all the controls, and what you can do is you can set a keyboard binds there, your joysticks. I've got a HOTAS stick and throttle, another 3-axis 9-button thing, then another flight yoke is also attached, rudders, and it goes on. I've got a number of, so every time you add a joystick or an input device, it adds to the list to the right, and then you can allocate whatever you want within the controls. And there's a load of controls, even in these more basic modules. They're called basic modules, but I mean, you know, as you can see, they're not really basic. They're just maybe slightly more basic than the full fidelity modules. The good thing about DCS is you can have the game for free, and you can have any of the modules for free for 2 weeks. It gives you a chance to have a go at them. Absolutely no cost at all. I mean, it does sound as if I'm a salesman for them, but I'm not. I just like the game. Alright, we need to find these tanks. So, there's a waypoint. It's got to be. Around there, surely. That's the wall, that's the border. Oh, it's got to be this road here. So, oh, no, we don't want to lock on that. It's basically, it's locking onto heat sources. It's obviously going towards that factory, but I don't want that. I want it to go towards something on the road. Come on. Stop it. No, not that factory either. Not a loss, so let's turn in. Let's see where they are. Well, we're going to tell our wingman to engage. There you go. So he's going to now target what he needs to target, and we'll do the same. The solar panels keeps targeting. I don't want them to do that. Where are you? Where are you? I think we're right on top of them. We just can't see them. bet you are. They're here. So are we. So is ours. We're going to turn round now, and we're going to come back in again. Cool. There's our buddy. He's doing the same. He's turning off, then he's going to run back in again, reacquire and fire. And so are we. Running in. Get that back up again, and this time there we go, and that should be a strike. Boom. Shack one tank. Right. Oh, hello. We don't really want to get shot. Okay. Let's try. This will be interesting. We're a little bit close. We're going to try. I think these are the bombs, so let's line it up. Yeah, jolly good. Roger, roger. And oh, that's never going to work. I think I've made a mistake there. No good. It's my own daft fault to misuse that weapon. I'm used to using weapons in the... Okay, I don't know how I've destroyed something, but anyway. Rockets, I don't think these are going to do an awful lot. Probably anti-personnel, but I'm trying to think what else is down there. So we might try the centre column of vehicles. Where are you? I'll come off target. No, I'm right above them. Huh. I'm on a reposition. Let's have a look at them. Let's see how we're getting on with... Oh, okay. So are we. Nice. Yep, I know you don't like that. Right, it needs to reduce down to about 2 or 3,000 feet. To line ourselves up a bit here. Okay, roger. Let's chuck some rockets at them. And we're going to get a face full of
altitude.
Yep, I know, but we're being shot at. Uh-oh. No, still okay, as long as our engines are going and we've got wings. Right, is that us? Winchester? Empty of weapons? I think it is. Yep, we're clean, so we need to go back. Okay. There's our wingman. Let's tell him to go back to base. Go to return to base.
Flight RTB. Roger. RTB.
Oh, we took a bit of damage there on our wing. Flaps are still okay though. Engine's a bit kicked about, but we're okay. You tend to forget when you have other vehicles are blown up. You tend to forget when you've got other aircraft to fly in DCS. Just how enjoyable flying the ones in the Falling Cliffs 3 module are. Maybe it's my little simple mind, but you know, I enjoy them. But something keeps blowing up. So we've still got a column of tanks there, still heading towards the lake area to take it over. So next part of the mission will be to hit that column of tanks. They've been brought to a halt. No, they're carrying on, look. Ooh, there's quite a few. We might have to go and do another sortie then. Okay, we are 21 miles from base. I'm going to tell air traffic controller. In fact, we're I don't even know what base we're at. Right, so it's that one. Inbound.
Infield 1-1, inbound. Infield 1-1, go to alternate.
Oh. Okay. I can't go there then. For some reason I've closed the base. Medigio then. Whatever it's called.
Infield 1-1, inbound.
I need a bearing.
Infield 1-1, fly heading 292, Fort 14, QFE 29.73, runway 09, to pattern altitude.
Okay.
Infield 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower.
What? Are we there already? I don't see it. I don't see you. I don't see you. Okay. That's the airfield. Okay. Let's get the air brake out. That's the wheels coming down.
Altitude, altitude.
Yeah.
Airfield 1-1. Check landing gear. Runway 09.
Okay. Job done.